You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
It's Oh Behave with Arden Moore, the show that teaches you how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Join Arden as she travels coast to coast to help millions better understand why cats and dogs do what they do. Get the latest scoop on famous faces, their perfectly pampered pets, and who's walking who in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails. Garner great pet tips and have a doggone fur-flying fun time. So get ready for the pause and applause as we unleash your Oh Behave host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Our special guest stars on one of my favorite TV shows, Dallas, and vroom, vroom, stars in those very high-octane movies, The Fast and the Furious. But before we discuss those roles, let's shift gears and talk to her about a very special role that steers people and their pets toward a happy, healthy path. I want everyone to give it up, pause and applause to the multi-talented actress and pet advocate, Jordana Brewster. Hey, welcome to the show, Jordana.
Thank you so much.
We're going to learn more about Jordana Brewster. She's our special guest on today's show right after we take this quick commercial break. So everybody sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a pause. 4 furry ones, actually. Sit and stay. Oh Behave will be right back.
It's DesignerPetSweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit DesignerPetSweaters.com to order your 4-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. DesignerPetSweaters.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com. Oh Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Our special guest plays 2 powerful women, one on TV and one in the movies. She stars as Elena Ramos on the new Dallas show airing on TNT and Mia Torito in the very successful Fast and Furious movie series. And she's here to discuss a special pet cause near and dear to her. All right. In celebration of May being National Pet Month, would you please tell our listeners a little bit about how you're teaming up with Purina? I guess you're launching the Paw It Forward movement, right?
Yes, it's the Paw It Forward program, and it's in celebration of National Pet Month, as you said. And what Purina's done is there's this awesome website called pureloveforpets.com, and if a pet owner logs on there, they can either play in the sweepstakes, which triggers an instant donation to adoptapet.com, and Purina would love to raise $50,000 by the end of the month for Adopt a Pet, so that's really wonderful. You can also have a chance to win a coupon, 2 coupons, one of which you can paw it forward and give to a friend or a local shelter. And my favorite part of the website is that it has 31 different tips and ways in which you can interact with your pet differently, or, set up a puppy play date with a friend, or post your puppy's or dog or cat's face on your Instagram or Facebook profile pic rather than yours. So it's lots of fun, cool ideas for the month.
Now, what would be something, I understand you got a special pet posse, a couple of canines named Ella and Henry. What would be something you'd like to do this special month of May to make their worlds great?
Recently, I don't know if it makes their world great because I like to dress them up sometimes and take pictures. So most recently I put my glasses on Henry because he kind of loves it. I think he really likes the camera. So I don't feel so guilty doing it with him. Ella, on the other hand, doesn't appreciate it so much. But I also like buying them toys that sort of challenge them. Like there's one toy I love with a tennis ball inside a big ball, and so they go crazy trying trying to get to the tennis ball. And just spending more time outdoors now that it's getting hotter, I think is a great way. Making sure they're hydrated by putting ice cubes in their water bowl. Those are different ways that I love my doggies more and more.
Well, let's get a little quick bio on Ella and Henry. How old are they? One's a lab, correct? And
they're both labs.
Both labs.
Henry, yes, Henry's a white lab, and he's 7, and Ella is a yellow lab, and she's getting white hair on her face because she's 8.
Aw. And, you know, they have a saying that labs chew till they're 2 and shed till they're dead. So I'm wondering, how's your vacuum cleaner?
You know, I actually have a cordless vacuum cleaner because they shed so much. So I need to vacuum about twice a day. I was just thinking about getting the automated vacuum cleaner that'll just do it automatically, because I also have an 8-month-old who's going to start crawling, and I don't want him crawling through fur all the time. So the Furminator also works great, though.
Oh, yeah, I use that too. I know you're speaking of your two-legger, your son, Julian. So I think having a couple of labs growing up, that's a special childhood, don't you think?
It is, because, I mean, they give him so much love. Ella especially. I thought it would be Henry, but Ella has been so protective of him and really maternal and is constantly licking his feet. It's really, really cute.
You got to get that on video, you know?
Oh, I have it.
Another example of Pot Forward with this Pure Love for Pets campaign by Purina. I have a couple of dogs, and they both surf, named Chipper and Cleo. We raise money for shelters, and I'm part of the Purina family with the Dream Dog Park.
Oh, that's so cool. And so you taught them to surf?
Oh, yeah. And the 12-pounder Cleo was part of the 17 dogs in the Guinness Book of World Record to ride one surfboard, and we raised $72,000 for one of our shelters.
Wow, that's amazing.
So anytime you want Ella and Henry to learn how to surf, come down to Oceanside in San Diego. I'll help you out.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
So let's get back to this campaign. How did you get involved with this? I know you love pets, and you're quite a busy woman. I mean, you're on either TV or movies everywhere. I love your character, Elena, on Dallas. But how did you get hooked up with this campaign?
Yeah, I heard about it, and then I just instantly wanted to get involved because I love my dogs so much and they bring me so much joy. So I wanted to bring attention to National Pet Month, and that's how I hooked up with Purina and the Pot Forward campaign.
All right. And what's happening now with this campaign? I understand we're all going to go to the pureloveforpets.com site after the show, guys. You guys, we have 1 million listeners from here to Singapore. So,
oh, amazing.
How's that?
Yes.
What I was impressed with you is that you like to work your dogs mentally as well as physically. So this tennis ball inside a contraption, do you literally see smoke coming out of their ears when they're trying to figure it out?
They get very frustrated. You know, they also, because they associate balls with toys, they're constantly stealing Julian's balls. So I may have to stop buying balls around the house and just have them outside for the dogs to play with. But yeah, I think it's important, especially as they age, to stimulate them mentally and teach them new tricks, which is another one of the tips on pureloveforpets.com. It just helps to keep them constantly engaged because they don't want to sit around and be idle all day. They want to be active.
Yeah, that'd be like being on a TV set or a movie set and not getting to do a single line, right?
Exactly. And that's not fun at all.
So what's happening on Dallas? I saw the explosive, fiery finale. I don't know what's going to happen next season, but
I know.
The show's taken off. Tell us a little bit about your character.
That's what's so much fun about being on Dallas, is that you don't know from episode to episode what's going to happen next. And we actually have 8 more episodes of season 3 that are going to air in late August.
Oh, okay.
And those are actually my favorite because my character really gets to kick some butt, and she goes up against the Ewings. And there was one episode in particular directed by Patrick Duffy, which was really, really fun for me. So I think the last part of season 3 is actually more fun than the first part. So I can't wait for those to air.
I'll definitely tune in, but tell us a little bit about your character, because you had the 2 hunks, you know, you grew up with them.
I did. I grew up with Christopher and John Ross, and I started, first I was with Christopher, and then I was with John Ross, and then this season I'm with another old childhood friend. I'm hooking up with Nicholas.
Who is a hot Latino.
Yes, he is. He's very hot, very charming. But Elena has to be a little bit wary of him, I think, but he's very smooth.
Well, yeah, we saw in the episode what little thing he did to you.
Oh, yeah. Not cool.
We're not talking about it. You guys got to tune in on TNT. And if you haven't seen it, go on demand and find it out. So what's happening with the Fast and the Furious? Because here's another hot chick you play, Mia. And from what I understand, when you started it way back when, you didn't even have a driver's license.
I didn't. I grew up in New York, so I would always take the subway or cabs everywhere. So I never needed a driver's license. And I was actually a little bit scared to drive. But I got the role, and then they said, okay, now you have to get your driver's license. So that was pressure. Within 2 weeks, I had to do the course. I hope I passed, and luckily I did, because we had to go to this cool driver school in Vegas and learn all these tricks. And I've
been there. Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did like it. I was a little intimidated because I was with people that were so much better and more experienced than me. But it was definitely a fast learning experience, which was fun.
When you think about it, though, Jordana, you had no bad habits to break. You were a clean slate behind the wheel.
That's true. And they do say that the newer drivers are the safest because you're more aware of everything that's happening. You don't go on autopilot.
Now, how fast did you go?
I think the fastest, actually Dallas is where I want to drive really fast because there's so many freeways. Probably 90, nothing crazy.
And you got a degree from some little-known college named Yale?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough that Fast and Furious was at the same time. So the first movie came out while I was at school, and it sort of enabled me to stay in school while I still had something out there. It was nice.
And tell the listeners your connection between Lady Gaga, Carolyn Kennedy, and Paris Hilton.
We all went to Convent of the Sacred Heart, an all-girls school in New York.
And that was different times, of course, right?
Yes. Gaga is younger than I am. Paris was at school at the same time I was. I think she was 1 grade lower than me. And Carolyn Kennedy, I think a couple of years before me.
Did you hang out with Paris or not?
I know Paris from New York, so yes, we did hang out.
And you know what? You both share a love of pets.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, she's been on Pet Life Radio. So I want everybody to make sure that they participate in the Paw It Forward campaign that Purina is launching. I want you all to go to the website, pureloveforpets.com. And I understand there's up to $100,000 in prizes up for grabs.
Yes, there's up to $100,000 in coupons that you can win by playing in the sweepstakes. And in addition to that, every time you play in the sweepstakes, they will make a donation to adoptapet.com.
Oh, that's great, because I don't know about you, but some of the coolest pets are in shelters right now. My 2 dogs and 2 cats came from the streets or from the shelters, and they're my furry Fab 4, and I, like you, need a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, okay.
So what's up for the Fast and Furious? What's up? I know there's one coming out soon, or you're filming right now?
Yes, I start filming in the next couple of weeks, and it'll be out in 2015, I think April 2015. Any
other projects you want to tell us about?
No, that's it. That's all I've got.
All right, well, I give you a paws up.
Thank you so much, Arden. I give you a paws up as well.
All right, best to Ella and Henry and Julian.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Once again, we give pause and applause to Jordana Brewster. She's our special guest on today's show. And we're going to learn more about how you can participate in Purina's Paw It Forward movement for May. May is being National Pet Month, right after we take this quick commercial break. So everybody, you know the drill. Sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. All Behave will be back in a flash right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Dana Humphrey, the founder of Whitegate PR. We have been specializing in PR and marketing in the pet industry for over 10 years. If you have a pet product or service you would like to promote, give us a call. We can help create awareness for your brand on TV, radio, magazines, newspapers, and blogs. Feel free to reach me directly at 619-414-9307 or learn more on our website at whitegatepr.com or follow us on Facebook.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Audrey Landers of Dallas fame. You have got to listen to Arden Moore on OBHave on PetLifeRadio.com, bringing together pets, people, and more. It's true and it's fun.
We're back from the lot. Just checked the paper and we had a record showing at the box. The letterbox, that is. Now back to Oh Behave. Here's Arden.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Hey, I was so glad we had Jordana Brewster as our special guest, and we're going to talk to you a little bit more about how you can participate in the Paw It Forward movement being sponsored by Purina in celebration of May being National Pet Month. So your homework, you go to pureloveforpets.com, and they're going to show you 31 ways to share pet love in the month of May and celebrate National Pet Month. And guess what, folks? You have a chance to win. There's about $100,000 in coupons up for grabs. That's a lot of kibble. And every donation you make, Purina is going to contribute to shelters for up to $50,000 to help some of those cool cats, dogs, and other critters in shelters land loving, permanent homes. What I like about this site, it really promotes the benefits of having a pet in your life, both for you and the pet. And it raises awareness on how to be a better pet parent. But think about it. At the other end of the leash, at the foot of your bed purring, your pets provide many therapeutic and health benefits. They help us reduce stress. Yeah, we know how that is. Provide companionship. They give us a lot of social behavior, and they encourage us to get up and move. And also, I have a feeling, all of you listeners who may have children and grandchildren, it's confession time. My bet is the majority of you have on your smartphone the photo that you sweep on first is one of your pets. I've done sort of an informal survey all around the country, and I learn more about people and their pets. And then maybe later on I find out, they have grandkids. It's hilarious. But I want you to go over to Pure Love for Pets, and you're going to learn some cool tips and tricks, how to feed your pet well, how to exercise them, keep them well, and keep them safe. And I'm delighted that Jordana Brewster was on our show. She's leading this movement, and she gave us some time today. We're very delighted. Check her out. The next Fast and Furious is going to be airing next year. She's in production right now. And the 8 remaining episodes of Dallas on TNT are going to air later this year. You got to check it out. It is a gripping show. I really love it. So let's go to the site, Pure Love for Pets. When you go on the homepage, you're going to check out, there's going to be this 31 ways to celebrate. And when you click on it, it's pretty cool. It's got a calendar with 31 pictures of people and their pets. And let's just pick a couple to show what you can do. If you really don't know how to paw it forward, let me give you a couple ideas. Okay, number 3, you can pamper your pet and have your pet look sharp for National Pet Month with a spa day at home or at the groomer. Oh my gosh, I have Chipper, who's a golden retriever husky. She would be spending hours with a groomer because of all the shedding she has. Another way, hey, why don't you adopt? National Pet Month is the perfect time to introduce a new pet to your family. So this is kitten season, folks. So if you got a cat, you might want to double up the numbers and you'll have double the fun. Here's another idea I really like. Plan a play date for your pet. Host a friend's pet at your place or meet at the park for some fun in the sun. That's a cool idea. You know what I did? Baseball season's here. And in San Diego, right near Petco Park, yes, I said Petco Park, that's home of the San Diego Padres, is a hotel, the Hotel Indigo, and I've been there with Chipper and Cleo with our friends and their dogs. And on the 9th floor, it's this open terrace area, and they have screen TVs. It's very pet-friendly. It's this huge area. You can have little appetizers and drinks, and we look right across, and we can see the ball field right from our hotel 9th floor patio, and we get to watch the game. We can watch it on the TV screens too, but we get to feel like we're at the ballpark, but we're with our dogs. So that's a great idea if you're looking for something to do. Let me see. Way 14. All right. Give thanks to your felines, and they will provide 11 hilariously true reasons why cats make the perfect companion. I feel like a David Letterman here. Let me see if I can give you a couple ideas. Number 1, they keep you organized. Think about all the cats that take their paw and swat everything that you have on your counter onto the ground. Right, Zeke? Right, Murphy? They really give you the most perfect massages. And, the whole fact, as long as they're not using their claws, they could knead your back right in that spot you can't reach between the shoulder blades. They keep your hands warm. especially trying to sit on your hands while you're on the keyboard. They can be entertaining at parties. There's actually a cat who does play the piano. And here's a real important one. It's annoying, but they want to make sure you're, keeping kibble in their bowl at all times. They always make sure you wake up in time for work. How many of you feel like you have an alarm cat kitty, that the cat wakes you up just about 3 minutes before your alarm goes off, right? So there's more ways. It's called pureloveforpets.com. And in addition to finding the ways to celebrate with your pet, they also have a lot of social media campaigns here. And here's the part I really like. For every time you play on the site, Purina's making a donation to adoptapet.com to total up to $50,000. It's a great organization. It's all about finding good homes for pets at shelters that need to find a home. So the campaign's called Paw It Forward. It's in celebration of National Pet Month. And if you have any more questions, I want you to please go check out pureloveforpets.com. So at this time, I want to thank again our special guest, actress and pet advocate, Jordana Brewster. You see her in Dallas. She's in The Fast and the Furious. And I also give a big shout out to my cool producer, Mark Winter. He makes this show happen each and every week. Hey guys, check out Pet Life Radio. We are pretty mighty big dog in the world of pet radio. In fact, we are top dog in the pet radio market. And we are also on iHeartRadio. Go to PetLifeRadio.com and check out all the great hosts. We cover all things pets. So until next time, this is your flea-free host, Arden Moore, delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. Oh, behave.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. Oh Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.